What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Not Gambling Advice, the baseball betting stream on the Just Baseball Network. It's a new stream, and if you are new, it's a competition. It's me versus all the MLB cappers I could find, but it's not just me versus all of them. It's everybody against each other, and at the end of this season, the winner gets World Series tickets, and second place gets a $500 cash prize. I recommend subscribing to this Twitch channel, not just because it helps support this Twitch stream, but if I win, one of you who subscribes is going to get those World Series tickets. If I finish second, a subscriber to this Twitch channel is going to get the $500 cash prize. What's today's date? It's Tuesday, April 18th, and I got 3 MLB best bets for you. I got a prize picks entry, and we're going to go over the model in order to kind of show you some other games that I didn't necessarily bet, even though it's not gambling advice, but I didn't necessarily bet them. I'll tell you why. We're getting rated. What's going on, everybody, from the Book It with Trent stream. We're going over all my plays. Again, we have a bunch of different cappers who are going to give their plays. One rule for the Raiders, don't call my producer an L. Don't do it. You do it every time, and I don't like it. He's a great guy, and he's a Mets fan. All right? Love you guys. Let's get into the plays. We got plays, then props, then model, then all the people who are going to be giving out their plays. It's an excellent stream. We do this every Monday through Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern to 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's get into the first one, and it's an under. Oh, yeah, let's recap the plays from yesterday first, because we banged 3 underdogs, 2 winners. How about it? Yeah, the Royals suck, no doubt about it. They scored 1 hit. But what I will say is the Rangers had 3 hits. They didn't do much either. It was against Jordan Lyles. Yeah, they had a 3-run home run and it was immediately caked. But I thought the Royals would put up 1 hit. It was my mistake for thinking that the Royals were a Major League Baseball team. That's on me. Won't happen again. I already banned them. All right, I already banned them. But how about the Houston Astros? 7-0 in the first inning as an underdog? Yes, please. They won 9-2. How about the Cincinnati Reds? Rays 14-2. How about frauds? The Reds not only won through the first 5, even though Hunter Green was out in the 3rd inning. That was a big reason why we took the Reds. Didn't matter. Buck Farmer legacy. Shout out you, Buck Farmer. Shout out Carter Young with that double play from Brandon Lau to end it, to give it to us. Come on, Reds. We're kind of starting to roll a little bit here. We're up about 4 units on the MLB season so far. We're hitting at about a 56% rate. But again, I'm not going to give you a play that happened at 1 p.m. where it's like, oh, nice play, dude. I couldn't even tail it. These are plays in the 6:40 p.m. Eastern window and on. So we're going to go over all of them. It's going to be exciting, but let's get to the first play. And we're starting with an under. And why not us, right? Okay, so I got this at 9 this morning. And it was based on the fact that I thought the only way runs were really going to be scored in this game was off the backs of Chris Sale. Because Sonny Gray has been excellent. Now, is he going to throw a shutout like he has? 0.53 ERA, peripherals look fantastic. Probably not. But what I do love is that the Red Sox offense is nothing to be excited about, and Sonny Gray is a very good pitcher. He'll probably negatively regress because he's got like a 3 xERA, he's got like a 2.32 FIP, but even so, those are excellent numbers. And then when you also consider that the Twins bullpen is 4th in Sierra, which is a really good stat. It's on Fangraphs. It's skill interactive ERA. It's a really good ERA indicator. I use it a lot for bullpens. Good for starters too, but I like to use it for bullpens. And the Twins bullpen has been fantastic this year. So why am I tailing Chris Sale when he's made me look like an idiot day over day? I keep tailing him and I keep losing. So no, I'm not on the Red Sox money line, but I do like this under. And I also especially love tons of line movement on our side, right? I got it at 9 at minus 105. Now it's at 8.5. I would still take it because I don't think that this game goes beyond 8 runs. So Chris Sale, right? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The reason why people are scared about this under. And I understand he's been horrible. But it's one pitch that's been horrible, and that's his 4-seam fastball, which has led to his 11.25 ERA. But again, 6.85 xERA. Still bad, but as you can tell, he's due for some positive regression. The slider is still elite. You can't tell me it's not. 40% whiff rate, holding opponents to a 143 expected batting average, and his 3.74 xFIP, which xFIP is a stat like FIP, but it normalizes your home run to fly ball rate. So basically what that tells me is he's due for a lot of positive home run regression. Basically, all those balls that are leaving the park, he's getting a little bit unlucky, right? Normally, you don't give up that many home runs. The Red Sox bullpen, let's give them a little bit of credit. 13th in Sierra. They're in the upper half of Major League Baseball. Guys like Kenley Jansen have been pitching really well. A lot of these different pitchers in that Red Sox bullpen. Josh Winkowski is another name. I think it's Josh Winkowski. They've got some decent arms back there. All right? So I think that runs are going to be hard to come by, especially because it's supposed to be in the mid-50s by game time. Ballpark Pal is the model that we're going to talk about a little bit later. Has it like home runs will not be hit, down 32% according to average, like minus 32% from what they should be doing at Fenway Park. Conditions won't be great for hitters. They will be for pitchers. Chris Sale, don't blow this because you are the X factor here. And if you blow it, you're over. It's over. Like ban the Royals. If you blow it again in pitching conditions when you're supposed to be good at home against a Twins offense that is 19th in WRC plus against lefties, 19th in hard hit rate, this Twins offense, although they put up 1 billion runs against the Yankees, I know that was going viral. I watched that entire Yankee series. This Twins offense does not look as good as on paper. I think we're not going to see a lot of runs here. And we have some good line movement, right? 9 at minus 105, went to minus 110, then to minus 115, then to minus 120, then to minus 125, and now it's at 8.5. Give me that under. Love it. We got 1.05 units on it. Next play, what do we got? Ooh, the Astros money line. Everybody in the world hates this one. As you've probably heard if you were on the Book It Sports stream, shout out Trent, he's a literal goat. A lot of people like the Jays. A lot of smart people like the Jays. I like the Astros today. But they really like it because they think that Jose Urquidy is going to get bombed. I get it. But Jose Urquidy has made some solid changes to his pitch repertoire, which I like, which has probably contributed to his 2.25 ERA this year, 3.39 xERA. He's throwing this sweeper a lot. And when I looked at it, because I know the Blue Jays crush fastballs, and last year, 52% usage rate on the fastball. This year, 26%. Cut it in half because he knows that fastball sucks. But good thing is he's throwing a lot of different off-speed pitches to get hitters off. That's why he's in the 95th percentile in average exit velocity. Killing the game, Urquidy. He's kind of ass, but like he's pitching really well right now. But the reason they like it is because Jose Urquidy's line is at 3.5. And guess what? Christian Javier, who's a way better pitcher, throws a tons of fastballs, was at 2.5 yesterday, juiced towards the over. Did it hit? No. People who took that over were laying in piss. And I think they're going to lay in piss again with Jose Urquidy. Because when I look at how the Blue Jays have performed against sliders this year, the only player who's really hitting them hard is Matt Chapman. You look at Vladdy, you look at Bichette, you look at Whit Merrifield, you look at Brandon Belt, you look at Alejandro Kirk. A lot of the lineup negative run value this year against sliders, and that's what we're going to see a lot from Urquidy today. And then, so it's not just that, the Astros then have top 3, top 2, not 2 bullpen, and a lot of rested guys back there. Brian Abreu on my fantasy team, absolute stud. A lot of good arms in that pen to then relieve Jose Urquidy, okay? Then on the flip side, Chris Bassuk, he's a guy who, at the beginning of the season, I said, I hate that contract. I think he's going to do really poorly for the Jays. And if you look at what he's done so far, I just want to read you some of the stats. 30th percentile average exit velocity, 42nd hard hit rate, 9th in xERA, like 9th worst, 9th percentile, 25th SPI. I don't want to just rattle off a ton of stats. What I will say, if you know baseball, go to Baseball Savant, search Chris Bassett. It is as blue as the ocean. He is not good right now, contributing to his 7+ ERA, 7+ xERA, 7+ FIP. It's not good. And if you watch Chris Bassett, the stuff does not look good. I don't know what to tell you. The stuff does not look good. And against an angry Astros team. But the thing is with this play, I normally hate taking teams that just blew the other team out. Except when they're the Astros and they just got embarrassed, right? I'll only do this a couple of times, is tail a team after they put up 9 runs. You don't want to make the Astros angry. People are already talking about, oh, are the Astros past their prime? Let's see. Let's see, right? Blue Jays are coming off a good series against the Rays. Spirits are high. They just got their teeth kicked in by the Astros. Producer Cohen, do we got any problems or anything?
No, we're good for now.
No, we're good for now. We're good for now. And for now, we're going to take the Astros on the money line, right? I got it at minus 105. Now it's at minus 115. So we have some line movement going that way. But on the same time, line movement heading in the way of the Blue Jays team total over. So if you don't like the Astros, you don't think Urquidy is going to pitch well, a good play might be the over. I think the Astros win. I do. I'm playing it. I love it. But if you don't agree with me about Urquidy, you don't like my analysis there, I think the over could be a decent play. Kind of square, though. Bassett's not very good. Urquidy's not very good, even though I think he's making improvements. But so I'm not playing the over. I'm playing the Astros. I love the Astros, and I'm on them. I mean, I could just list you more stats about Chris Bassett. Do you want me to? No, it's boring, right? What I will say is, go to Baseball Savant, search Chris Bassett, and give me a good stat about him. I'll wait. Let's move on to the third play. Ooh, the fish. Give me the Marlins money line against the Giants today. First, they opened as a favorite, flipped to a dog. And again, remember that same thing happened with the Astros yesterday, and I thought to myself, why? In what world should the Marlins be underdogs at home against the Giants? And looky here. Line has already flipped back. Marlins are now the favorites at minus 115, and I would still take them. My price target for them was minus 125. So I would take them all the way up to that. The Marlins are just a better team. They're a better team with the better starting pitcher today. Bullpen advantage is marginal. They have home field advantage, and they have a better lineup. But I understand why they're being priced like this, because there's still the narrative out there that the Marlins can't hit left-handed pitching. But let's talk about the man on screen for a second. His name is Edward Cabrera. You might know him from being a literal rocket ship in MLB The Show. And there's a reason he's a rocket ship in MLB The Show, because his stuff is nasty. My problem with Edward Cabrera through the first couple starts of the season is all that nasty stuff, couldn't throw it for a strike. Had no idea where it was going. But I already learned my lesson with Edward Cabrera. In his last start, we took the over. It was Phillies versus Marlins. He carved the Phillies. The reason being is his command was back, right, which is huge. And the reason why I thought he could struggle was because the Phillies, they like to swing, but they're a team who likes to walk, of course. They're pretty good plate discipline, but they like to swing a lot. You know what team that really likes to swing a lot? San Francisco Giants. They're striking out the most in baseball this year. They're a bad lineup. And the Marlins, considering they're 8th in WRC plus against lefties, right? They're up in the top in hard hit rate, all that kind of good stuff. I don't need to run you through the numbers, but it's all looking good for the Marlins. And they're going to face Alex Wood today, 1.17 ERA. Amazing, right? You should definitely tail him. Nope. He's going to kill you today because his xERA is in the 5s. His FIP is in the 40s. Not actually, but what's his actual FIP? So let's go through it. Alex Wood, 1.17 ERA. 4.96 xERA, 3.96 FIP, pretty solid, 6.25 xFIP. That means he's due to give up some home runs. And I like this Marlins offense today. I really do against a lefty like Alex Wood. Now, the Marlins won yesterday, kind of on a fluke thing, right? They were losing most of the game, then came back. Love that momentum that they build up, right? But one other thing, too, and why I think, because just because Alex Wood is due for regression doesn't mean he's just going to regress today. He could regress 4 starts from now, 10 starts from now. We don't know. But if you watch the stream yesterday, you know that the Marlins are a sinker-hitting team. So not only do they hit lefties really well this year, they love hitting sinkers. What does Alex Wood do? His primary pitch is the sinker. Guys like Jorge Soler, guys like Garrett Cooper, guys like Luis Arias, Jazz Chisholm, Brian De La Cruz, love a good sinker. So not only do they hit lefties better, they love a sinker that's their favorite pitch to hit. He's going to get bombed. The Marlins are going to win this game. The bullpen, marginal. They both rank like 20th and 21st in CR. Not that great of bullpens, but the Marlins bullpen is being undervalued because it's a lot of Devin Smeltzer. It's a lot of swingman who just can't pitch at all. So that's what's ruined their bullpen. But the top guys, they've been good this year. Andrew Nardi, AJ Puck. Dylan Floro's pretty good. I'm not going to tell you that Dylan Floro's a great, but he has been pitching well, which is good for us because the Giants just can't hit. And the other thing I love is the Giants are worse against lefties, and a lot of those Marlins pen guys, left-handed pitchers. So even if it's tied, let's say it's 3-3 going into the frickin' 6th or whatever, I like the Marlins bullpen, the top guys who are all available today. Give me the Marlins. I got them at what? What did I get them at? Plus 100? Now they're minus 115. I like them. They shouldn't be the dogs. They shouldn't be the dogs. Give me the Marlins on the money line. What's up? And guess what? It's all being played on BetMGM, right? All my lines are sponsored by BetMGM. They're all being played on BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. If you use code JBFans, it's JBFANS, you wager $10 for new users. Wager $10, get $100 instantly. If you don't take advantage of free money, we don't get it all that often. A lot of people come on stream and say, oh, this is free coin, this is free coin. No, BetMGM is literally giving you free money. They are. They want you to sign up. That's the name of the game. They want you to sign up, so they're going to give you free money. And if we tail our bets, if we stay responsible, we will win money just like we have this year, just like we won 44 units last year, just like we won 16 units the year before. If we manage it and we win, not only will we take their free money, we're going to make money. All right? If you've been on stream, you're already up 4 units. And we're going to continue to roll because we're kind of getting on a heater here. Let's fucking go. I'm ready. Bunch of coffee. Titillated. Let's go. All right? Should we break out the model or should we talk about the prize picks entry? I think it's time to talk about the prize picks entry. Ooh, because I got a good one for you today. We're fading the hell out of Manny Machado. Nope. Why can't he hit fastballs and sliders? I don't know, but we're going to take advantage of it. The guy can't hit high velo right now. He just can't do it. You never see Manny Machado with a 6.5 fantasy score. There's a reason it's low. It's because he is struggling the most this year off fastballs and sliders. His xWOBA, below average. His batting average, below average. You look at counting stats, you look at advanced numbers, all below average against those 2 specific pitches. And who's he going up against today? Spencer Strider. Talk about a fastball slider combination from hell. The dude is unreal. But it's not only that, because we don't want, okay, he goes 0 for 3 against Strider. Great. Is he going to face some cake bullpen? No. Braves have a top 3, top 2, not 2 bullpen. Them and the Astros, hand in hand. Amazing bullpens. So he's going to have trouble today. I really do think he's going to have trouble today. Juan Soto could do his thing. Xander Bogaerts, sure. They can hit a fastball and slider. Not Machado right now. The bat speed has not been there for him. It's already a low total. I don't think he's going to be the difference maker today. Under. Now, Edward Cabrera, over 5.5 strikeouts. This one's kind of square. Giants strike out the most out of any team in Major League Baseball. 27.6% K rate. And Edward Cabrera, the K's haven't really been there for him yet, but they were last game, and he was a 26% K rate guy last season. 5.5 Ks juiced towards the over. I think he just strikes out 6, 7 guys. I think he has a great day. That's why I like the Marlins. So it's correlated with my Marlins moneyline play. I love Edward Cabrera over 5.5 strikeouts, Manny Machado under 6.5 fantasy score. Remember, if you haven't downloaded Prize Picks yet, use code JustBaseball, 100% deposit match. Take advantage of free coin, right? There's no gimmick. Take advantage of free coin or I can't help you. They're giving you free money. Whatever you deposit, they will match up to $100. Let's have a freaking day. Let's get into the Ballpark Pal model. Remember, we use this model. It has perk factors, so it gives us model predictions based on weather. They simulate the game 1,000 times based on launch angle, spin rate, tons of advanced stats that make my brain go kaplooey, but I like to use them because I'm a nerd and I love numbers. And they have a matchup machine, right? So they grade each individual player for that individual game to give us value on one side of the coin, right? So we're going to go over 3 that I'm not on that I want to talk about so you can see where the model is showing value. If you like it, great. If not, we'll talk about it, okay? So first game on the model. Let me get a sip of water because I've been screaming. We might have to restart the stream after we do the model because the collab cam is out, but just stay tuned because we'll be back into it. All right. The first game is this Braves versus Padres game. Showing some slight value on the over as we're looking at it, right? They like the Braves. They see a slight amount of value on the Padres. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is I was kind of shocked that it was showing a little bit of value on the over, right? 7.5 is the line. They say it should be about minus 122. But that implied over basically means that the line should be at 8, which I was kind of shocked, right? They have the Braves winning 4.51 to 4.03. So they like the Braves, but they think it's going to be a close matchup. This is a tough one, right? Strider should dominate, but this is a tough one. I don't even know really what to tell you, right? One thing I will say is Snell, he's a tough pitcher to cap because he's so inconsistent and his command is all over the place. What I will say is Braves, they'll chase, right? They're in the upper echelon of chase rate. They don't walk as much as you might think. They're just an aggressive offensive team. Snell does have good stuff. It's a tough game. Let me know in the chat what you guys are on. Let me know in the chat what you guys are on for this game, because this game is putting my head in a blender. I just like Machado under, but let me know in the chat what you guys like. First time chat from B. Peters 2021, Padres money line. It might be the Pods. I don't know. Favorite play of the day. Good for you. Acuna, not a single thing. Yeah, it's a really tough game. Just wanted to show you. The model has a slight lean towards the over. I ain't playing that over. No shot. Snell has not been great. I'm on the Braves run line. What's the website called? Ballparkpal.com. We're working with them too. Highly recommend. Okay. Second game on the model. Ooh, we got this game, which is nuts. Look at that. Look at that. Makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. Why does the model like Ken Waldichuk so much today? Yeah, they think Stroman's going to shove. They still like the Cubs, but they think the A's have some value. I couldn't disagree more. I have no idea why this is showing. I mean, I do know why. It's a great model, right? It's helped us out a lot, have winners. And today it's putting my brain in a blender. They love the under. Look at that. 5.5 minus 114. What this is telling me, this model is telling me, they think Ken Waldichuk has a really good day. Nico Horner is a righty at the top. Dansby Swanson is another righty. They got righties in their lineup that can hit Waldichuk. And it's not like Waldichuk has pitched that well for the A's. Remember, he was in the Frankie Montas deal from the Yankees. He's a top pitching prospect, but he's been terrible this year. Why do they love Waldichuk so much? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Cubs scare me. I like this under. A's so bad. Wisdom going yard again. Yeah, he's hit 7 straight bombs. I think in 7 straight games. This is tough. I want to know in the chat what you guys like, because I think this is definitely challenging. Definitely challenging. Any thoughts from anybody? I think it's scary. Cubs win 4-1. All right, if you guys like the under, I don't think it's a bad play either. I mean, basically what you're hoping for is the A's offense doesn't show up and Ken Waldichuk at least does fine. But what I will say is when we're looking at Sierra, the A's bullpen is horrible. Horrible. I'll say it one more time. Horrible. 5.61 Sierra. Next highest is 4.8. Not even close. Don't overthink it, Cubs roll. I mean, the model still has them winning. They're just showing value on the A's. And they think Waldichuk is going to pitch pretty well today. So, yes, Sierra is skill interactive ERA. It's basically an ERA estimator like xERA or FIP or xFIP. I'll read you the definition because Sierra baseball stat, because I don't want to get it wrong. So Sierra quantifies a pitcher's performance by trying to eliminate the factors the pitcher can't control by himself. But unlike a stat such as xFIP, Sierra considers balls in play and adjusts for the type of ball in play. So it's very similar to xERA, right? Taking into account launch angle, exit velocity. It's one thing to give up a weak grounder. It's another thing to give up a line drive to center field. They're both outs, but you don't want your pitchers giving up that type of hard contact. That's why I like that for bullpens, right? What are the bullpens doing? Are they giving up hard contact? Are they due to regress? That's why I like Sierra, and Sierra is also really good for starting pitchers. All right. Last game on the model. Fascinating, right? They think the Dodgers roll. They think the Mets are actually overvalued at plus 150. But then again, this model has loved Kershaw all season long. And we have his, under strikeouts for the season. And I don't know. I want to know in the chat what you guys think, because I think this game is going to be closer. But then again, the more I think about it, Mets' worst split is against lefties. Dodgers' better split is against righties. So it might just be a Dodgers -1.5 that day. Even though they're at home, you never want to take the run line at home. But I think I would consider the Dodgers first 5. I would. I don't know what the price is. But if you can get a decent price on Dodgers first 5, I would greatly consider it. I think it's a pretty decent play. Any other questions on this game? Right? Let me know. Let me know if you guys like anything in this game. Is the collab cams not working? What's wrong with it?
Just can't get it. Can't. Remember when we tested I was in?
Yeah.
No one's in. There's no way you're anymore. We just have to restart.
Damn. All right. So what we're gonna have to do? It's time to welcome on all of our contributors. They're gonna give a ton of picks. Please stay tuned. We will be back in 30 seconds. We're gonna end the stream. Then we're gonna restart it. We have 9 different cappers giving out picks today. That's what's mostly the stream, right? 4:30 to about 5. I give you the model. I give you my prize picks. I give you my plays. Then we welcome on Javon, Krabs, DeGen, Colby, Aram, Tomas, Jay. We have so many cappers who are going to give picks today. Stay tuned. We're going to restart the stream. It's going to end. And then we're going to restart in 30 seconds. All right? So stay tuned. Quick restart. We will be back. Remember, it's just baseball fans on Twitch if you lose us. All right? We're going to restart.